Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
The Richmond schools forced to cancel classes after a third school threat to the district. School officials were notified of the threat through the OK to Say program.
Classes are canceled for tomorrow. Earlier this week, parents met with the school board after two similar threats. Our Pamela Osborne joins us live right now. And Pam, it's been a really hectic couple of days for the district.
It certainly has, and the district now saying that closure will be taking place so that police can investigate yet another one of these threats. The latest cause for concern for administrators at Richmond Community Schools came from OK to Say, a statewide student safety program that allows individuals to confidentially report a tip. We're told the principal at Richmond Middle School was notified Wednesday night that a student was going to, quote, come to school with a gun and is not afraid to use it. Police were notified immediately and were dispatched to the student's home. When police weren't able to make contact, the decision was made to cancel classes on Thursday, district-wide, while police investigated further. This is the third time in 2 weeks that threats have been made. The first one happened as students were returning to school from winter break. A staff member within the district discovered a handwritten death threat, which threatened that staff member, their spouse, and children. Classes were canceled while police investigated that incident. Then earlier this week, a teacher reported an email they received. It said they would be harmed if they did not quit their job. And I did reach out to Richmond Police tonight to see what information they were able to provide on this latest threat and to see where they're at in these other investigations. We have not yet heard back, but of course this comes at a really difficult time, a time in which that district is struggling to keep teachers within the district. And we know that as a result of one of those threats, one of those staff members did resign from their position. Reporting live tonight, I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
Well, your heart goes out to everyone in that district. All right, thank you, Pam.
New video tonight shows a wild outburst at a Detroit gas station. Surveillance video shows the woman trashing the Exxon in the area of Livernois and the Davison. Our Tim Pamplin getting answers tonight from Detroit Police with a night cam. Tim.
We're at the Exxon gas station, Livernois and Davison, Detroit's west side, recently renovated, brand spanking new, built from the ground up. But early today, things went a little lopsided when a lady had a meltdown, started throwing things, salsa everywhere, and causing $23,000 worth of damage. And it was all caught on police green light cameras.
She has poured antifreeze all over. She's just destroying the store.
There's the lady in question. Came in and asked to use the clerk's telephone. He said sure. And then?
She wanted to use it again. He told her he couldn't. She went crazy after that.
That's the voice of the manager. She doesn't want to be on camera. And from this video, you can see why.
I don't know what's making people snap. You only can be so kind. I don't know what people want anymore.
After destroying the snack aisle, she then made a beeline for the stew and Italian dressing. Check it out. She even grabs a can of Spam, rips the top off, throws it at the clerk.
I am lost for words. This is like embarrassing.
While this is going down, the clerk frantically calls 911. Like we say, he's a green light member. Police were watching.
The green light partner, you do have them confirming the subject is within the location.
And that's when the person sitting on the freezer there notices out the window. Detroit police pulling up on the scene.
Oh my God.
That doesn't seem to faze our girl here. Dumps a bottle of antifreeze and states the obvious.
You're not going to jail.
Yes, she is going to jail. The manager tells me she sees far too much of this.
You have to get it together. Temper tantrums are not going to get you anywhere. Because that was a whole temper tantrum.
Where this temper tantrum did get her? Well, to the Detroit lockup, where she sits at this hour. That is the scene on the west side with the night cam. Tim Pamplin, Local 4.
Thieves targeted a Detroit dog shelter on the city's east side. Make a Difference Rescue says 4 rescue dogs were taken overnight. One of the dogs was recovered earlier today. Jacqueline Francis joins us now live from where the search continues for the remaining 3 dogs. Any word on that, Jacqueline?
Well, these flyers are posted up all throughout the neighborhood and for the safe return, offering a reward for the safe return of these 4 dogs. Now, I can tell you one of them, Willow, did make it home safely. We got to be there for that moment after what's been a difficult day here at Make a Difference Rescue.
They broke the window, crawled through, and then proceeded to go through the kennel area.
All of it caught on camera. A group of thieves breaking in around 2:30 Wednesday morning, targeting Make a Difference Rescue, a dog shelter in East Detroit. Security footage tracking their every move.
Started going to the dog cages to see which one they could take, which one would be friendly. And they ended up taking 4 of our friendly pits along with Titus, who is my great Pyrenees.
And you take care of them and you love them, and then watching this, you don't know where they're going, you don't know whose hands they're in, you don't know what they're going to do with them.
All of our dogs are spayed and neutered, so it's not like they can breed them for puppies. So what the reasoning was, other than just maybe a dare, being vindictive.
Volunteers searched the neighborhood, and by late afternoon, 2-year-old Willow was found in a nearby abandoned garage.
I know, you ready to be home, huh? I know, my love.
The first sign of hope that maybe the others won't be far behind. That dog, Willow, there is as sweet as she looks. Even after everything she went through, she was full of kisses and love. She is up for adoption, just like the rest of the dogs here at the shelter. In the meantime, the search for the 3 other dogs continues, and police are investigating. Reporting live in Detroit, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Oh, so hope they find them. All right. Thank you, Jacqueline.
Happening tomorrow, sentencing is set for a star football player from the University of Michigan. Prosecutors say Mozzie Smith was stopped last October for speeding. And during the stop, he was found to be in possession of a handgun, though he didn't have a valid CPL or a driver's license with him. Last month, Mozzie Smith pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor. Smith will reportedly enter the NFL draft later this year.
A former youth hockey sports doctor facing some new allegations tonight of sexual abuse. Z. Lavran went before an Oakland County judge on 3 new counts today. He was first charged with 7 counts of criminal sexual conduct last October following a medical exam of a 19-year-old male at his home office. Well, 10 more charges followed when more patients came forward. The doctor has pleaded not guilty to all 25 charges against him.
An investigation continues after the FAA faced a massive system outage, canceling flights for thousands. The failure affected the systems that alert airlines, crews, and airports to critical safety concerns. Investigators believe this was not a cyber or terror attack. The ground stop was lifted just before 9 this morning. Nearly 8,600 flights, though, were delayed and 1,200 were canceled.
Aides to President Joe Biden have discovered at least 1 additional batch of classified documents. The files were reportedly found in a location separate from the Washington office he used after leaving the Obama administration. The classification level, number, and precise location of the additional documents was not immediately clear. Federal law prohibits knowingly removing classified material and then retaining it in an unauthorized location, with penalties of up to 5 years in prison per offense. The president says he is cooperating with the investigation.
Vice President Kamala Harris is visiting Ann Arbor tomorrow to talk about climate change. The White House says she'll highlight the administration's efforts to combat the crisis. She will be speaking on the campus of the University of Michigan. It'll be the vice president's 3rd visit to Michigan since taking office.